Hey,
hello,
welcome.
Everybody. Bonjour.
Welcome to Life Groups Live.
Oi, hola. I thought we'd do a few languages so that
Which
we're
ones did you
welcoming
do?
everybody.
Which ones did you do?
I said hello,
Yeah.
English. Hola, Español, Spanish. Oi, Portuguesa.
Yeah.
E.
English. Yeah, we did French as well. You did
Francais.
French. Because we
Bonjour.
have our South France Life Group online.
Comment ça va?
See you. Say hi in the chat. Say
Ça
bonjour.
va?
Oui, ça va bien, merci. Et toi, too?
Ça va
say?
bien?
Oui, bonjour.
Tambien.
Anyway.
Spanish.
Anyway.
Anyway, welcome to youth.
Yes, yes. Do you know, a couple of quick shout outs, Caris?
Let's do some shout outs.
Ollie Aston. It's only his third week in youth. He's been every week for the last 3 weeks, but today he's 12 years old. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy
Good to see you.
birthday.
Nice to meet you. And who else's birthday was it this week?
Well,
Ruel.
our friend Ruel has
18.
turned 18.
He's a full-blown adult.
I felt a bit emotion. Can't believe he's 18.
Goodness
Ruel,
me.
be good.
Ruel should be watching. If he's not watching, then
You've missed your shout out, Ruel, if you're
it.
not watching
Nothing
now.
more. Nothing more.
That's it.
Tell you what, in the chat tonight, I want to see some of your best facts.
Oh, let me tell you a funny
just wanna
fact
see a
about
good
Ruel.
fact.
Let me tell you a funny fact about Ruel, seeing as he
Okay.
turned 18 this week. Ruel did a backflip off our trampoline.
Oh, yeah.
And broke the net.
No, but he didn't just break the net. He backflipped out of it, over the net, and then back onto the floor.
He landed feet on the floor.
Yeah.
As he sort of came through the net. It was pretty amazing.
And I think he thought he was going to like die, and he kind of got up and was just like,
Whoa!
ran around the garden
pretty
twice.
epic.
Yeah, before
Well, yeah, he's
before the
broke
whole
the net,
lockdown
Ruel.
thing, by the way. That's a thing.
But yeah, tell us your best facts. What's
I want to see a
going
good
on?
fact in the chat.
Tell me
I'm going to
something
see a good
great.
fact in the chat. I'm going to keep
What
an
is the
eye
best
out.
thing that you've done
But in the meantime,
this year, or the funniest thing?
they're just the best fact. I just want to hear good facts.
General facts.
Just a fact about something, maybe like about a hawk.
A group of rhinos is called a crash. Did you know that?
It is, Karis.
Good
That's
fact.
the collective noun, that, Karis.
A collective noun for a group of crows is a murder.
Whenever a pope dies, they hit them on the head 3 times with a silver hammer just to make
No,
sure.
I don't think you should read that out.
Well, I just read it out because that was live. Go on, Charlie. Charlie Dyson.
Charlie
say.
Charlie say.
Live.
Can't say.
All right, fine, whatever.
Say what you say, what you say.
Go on, Charlie.
Tell us a fact.
All toilets in the Northern Hemisphere
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
flush in the key of F sharp.
Oh, I
Really?
didn't know that's what you were going to say, that toilets
F-sharp.
flush in the key of
Charlie
F-sharp.
Dyson can prove this.
Well, I also knew that toilets in the Northern Hemisphere spin clockwise and Southern Hemisphere anti-clockwise, which is interesting.
And I found that in Ecuador, but also in Ecuador, you're not allowed to put toilet paper down the toilet.
Yeah.
Awkward.
According to Joachim, his fact is that
Yeah.
I smell like Stilton. So thanks for that.
I'll just do a
Joachim.
quick confirmation. Stilton, legit. Sprays it on.
There are
in the morning.
43 quintillion possible scrambles for the Rubik's Cube, according to the Cuba.
Where's our Rubik's Cube queen? Angel?
That's who it is.
Was that Angel?
Yeah, it
Yes.
was.
She's an
It's
absolute Rubik's Cube queen.
She does.
If you don't know how she does it, neither do I.
Great.
But she's got a
You
YouTube
really,
channel. What I was
you
going to
really
say.
put yourself down a cul-de-sac
Yeah,
there.
she's cool. You're like, she's got a YouTube channel for her doing epic Rubik's Cubes.
Has she?
It's pretty amazing.
Well,
Guess what?
we have another competition, don't we?
Who wants Mackies?
I want a Mackies. I actually do want a
Mackies.
Mackies tonight. Can I have a Mackies tonight?
Bring me a Mackies.
Can I have a triple cheeseburger
You
tonight?
guys need to call Uber for us,
Completely
or
blank
whatever,
me.
whoever it is, to bring us a Mackies now, and that's the game.
Yeah.
Whoever gets it to us first wins.
But there's a slight twist tonight again, like
Just
last
kidding.
week. Just like last week.
Do you know what I just said?
No, I wasn't
They
listening.
have
It's
to
irrelevant.
bring us a Mackies,
I mean,
and
that'd be nice.
first one
I
wins.
want a triple cheeseburger.
Right, get your orders in.
So we're gonna ring some people, right? If you answer the phone with the phrase Life Groups Live. Thank you, Karis. I was hoping for you for some support.
Life Groups
came at some
Live.
point. Life Groups Live, and then the second part of it is we're going to show you a photo. You have to guess the team member whose photo it is. The photo obviously isn't just them. It's
That would
actually a
be-
baby photo this
That
week.
would be too easy.
Yes, it's a baby photo. So we need to hear from you the Life Groups Live, and then we need to hear
Who it is. Are
who
you
it is.
ready?
First photo's up. I've got a phone call ringing.
First caller. Put in the chat, who do you think it is? Who could it
Okay.
be? Who could it possibly be? Oh.
Don't miss out.
This is tense.
Your phone's on charge upstairs and you're watching in the living room.
Get your phone now. Someone's phone is ringing and they live
In the Wirral.
in the Wirral. That
Along
was a
with
clue.
the squirrel.
Oh, I wrote a poem about a squirrel from the Wirral.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. You need to say Life Groups Live. They put the phone down. They just straight put the phone down.
Awkward.
That was it.
Was that like a random
No.
number?
That was it. They were just straight out.
Sorry.
I think they're just disappointed in themselves.
You'll have to wait for my poem about the squirrel from the Wirral.
May that never come.
I wrote it.
May that never, ever happen. Right, okay.
Just you wait, I'll do a recording.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
for you guys.
Don't.
For your half term.
Put it on your YouTube channel.
Right, you ready? Get your phones ready. Life Groups Live.
I'm in a message. Who are you
Got
and
some
how did you
ideas
get my
in
number?
the chat.
Life Groups Live!
Hey! What is your name, first of all?
Mia.
Mia. Yes, well, good. I've called the right person. The previous person I called just texted me saying, who are you and how did you get my number? So either Jasmine Willis sent me the wrong number and I'm now a creep, or they're not watching. Okay, either way, Mia, congratulations. If you can name the picture on the screen.
Is it the same one from before? Yeah.
It's the one that was on screen. Is it on screen now, Troy? It's still on screen.
Is it you?
Of course, it's me. It looks like my son Ethan, doesn't it? It's basically the same person. Mia, we'll get in contact in a minute. Whoa, that was a scream. That was a scream. Give us a clue. What are you going to order, Mia? Just a quick little clue. What's your top McDonald's thing? Well, you've got a few minutes to think about it.
We used to play a game, didn't we? What would you get from Greg's? What's your Greg's order?
Festive,
Tesco.
festive pasta.
What would be your meal deal?
Anyway, we'll call you in a minute, Mia. Congratulations. Good job. Bye.
Right. Just, I want to know what's your meal deal?
Neve-
Order, everybody.
Neve
What would
Toole,
you
who
get?
was the first person we rang, has all of a sudden now realised who I am. and that it's part of this, and is now freaking out that she's not got a McDonald's. It's okay.
You'll have
It's
to
okay.
beg your parents, give them the puppy eyes. Oh.
Are we? All
right, let's go
One
through
sec,
some more
one
photos,
sec,
shall we?
One sec. Riley Reid's calling me. That's just a straight no from you. But
He wants that back.
I'm gonna try something else.
Liz, you're
We're gonna double drop.
Go to number 2.
Right, yeah, go to number 2. Let's have
You
a
don't
look.
say Life Groups Live, it's all over.
Life Group Live.
Yes,
Yay!
Neve, good job. Congratulations. If you can name who's in this photo, it's a toughie. Have they?
It's just gone up.
It's just gone up now. Who's in the photo now? I'll give you a clue.
Why don't you give her a clue in the chat?
When
if
they
you
were
want?
born, they may have had more hair than they currently have.
That's it.
Some
Charlie.
Charlie, yes,
Charlie!
But you've got the 50-50 choice. Is it Charlie Say or Charlie Dyson?
Dyson.
Yes, it's Charlie
Hey,
Dyson.
Well done.
Oh, that was a cheeky cough.
Woohoo.
Don't tell anyone. Okay, we'll call you back in a minute, Neve. I'll speak to you in a minute. Congratulations.
Is that a double whammy tonight?
Bye.
Double whammy, you
What's
guys.
better than Mackey's?
Double
Double Mackeys.
Mackeys.
Right, third photo. Let's see, just for fun now, just for fun.
It's gone up.
Who is this person? I think this is the cutest picture. Also repping Lion
Some
King
baby
right there.
photos, you're like, who on earth is that? Jordan sent one in earlier, and it just looks like a
Didn't look
generic
like Jordan,
baby.
yeah.
But this person just looks like a baby version of their adult self.
What have we got? Who do you reckon it is,
Where's the
guys?
chat? Where's the chat? Where's
in
the
the
chat?
chat. Come on, tell us who it is. She is a North
Yes,
Life Group
we've
leader.
got straight in there. We've got
Oh, yeah,
Johnny
we've got
Whittaker,
it. We've
Holly
got it.
Morley, Jeff. Kia is
Kia's
the right one.
right in there. It is Kia. She looks like Kia.
I've just
Keep typing through.
yeah.
Let's
Let's
see.
go. Next one. Next
Next one, number 4. We've
This
got
one is someone who's got about 78% of their face as cheek. Nothing but
total
cheek.
cheeks. Can you see the squidgy cheeks?
Riley Reid's just constantly texting me with the words Archibald is coming. Archibald will return. Thank you, Riley. I really appreciate you and your life and who you are and what you're about.
So what have we got? Anyone got it in the chat?
Anyone in the chat? What we got?
Whose cheeks
Oh, wrong.
are those?
No one's got it right yet.
No.
Not Alex Shelton.
No.
Should give him a clue. He once shaved all his hair off for charity.
He once self-tanned himself on the stage.
Half and half.
No, I thought it was just the whole face.
Well,
didn't
yeah, he did end up. He was supposed to go
Supposed to
half
be
and half.
Joel
He
Richards,
spotted it.
Georgia. Congratulations.
Well done. Okay, next
Last one,
number
last
5.
one.
This is your last one.
Last one.
One's up.
Who could this be?
Goodness me. This person is, give you some clues, they are a new member of team.
New to team.
So they've
but you
joined
will
during
know
lockdown.
them.
If you're in the South region, then you are probably have got more of a chance of winning this particular one.
Yes, he's a South.
Whoa,
Life
Alex
Group.
Shelton has got the right answer.
Right in there.
Look at that,
Oh,
Michael
look.
Stokes, what a
Michael
hero.
Stokes, you legend.
What I love about this the most
Great.
is just his sailor-based outfit. And maybe in the chat, if he's in the chat, can you just talk us through how many boats you've sailed in, maybe? Maybe like, are you an oarsman? Or are you a
Is that a
captain?
thing?
Well, it's a man who has an oar. Yeah, let's go with that.
Oarsman. Anyway, that
Yeah.
was great. Well done, everybody.
Great. Okay, good. So anyway, tonight it is obviously Life Groups Live. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about something that in your Life Groups we can go and you can go and have a chat about and think about some more. But we're talking about tonight the idea of buy-in. Buy-in. So it means about how much you're into something, how much you've bought into something, and how engaged with something are you. And on that, we haven't forgotten about the fact that a few weeks ago we talked about the building fund for church and how we as a youth want to raise £500 towards buying a key so we can buy into and literally set up the next generation of people who can use the building. So in your life groups afterwards, have a conversation. Don't just plan something and don't do it. Get on that and do something for the building fund, which would be great.
If you're in, type buy in.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
Buying in. Buy in.
Very dry throat.
Buy in the chat. We are buying in. What is it? My buy-in. What's my buy-in? Anyway, sorry.
Wow.
I think sometimes when it's gone past like the kids' bedtime, I go a little bit crazy, especially if I'm not at home. So, but that's the best thing that you like about me. So I also want to say, don't you like that? I want to let you know about something super exciting that we've got coming up, which is on the 3rd of March. Say 3rd of March.
3rd of March.
3rd of March.
3rd of March.
We
4 days for my
are
birthday.
running a one-night group to provide support for your mental health and your well-being. So specifically talking about anxiety and stress. So we're creating a space for you to chat about that stuff. And we just really want to support you and give you tools to cope with your anxiety and stress better. So Joe and Hannah are awesome leaders in youth, are going to be running that session. So either contact them directly if you've got their information, DM us on Instagram, or most easily, that's not a phrase, contact your life group leader.
Or speak to them in a minute.
There's nothing more important than just giving ourselves tools, especially in this season.
Yeah, it's great. And Joe and Hannah, not Josh and Hannah, Joe and Hannah have done a great job of preparing something, and it is fantastic. It's going to really help some people. So we're talking about feelings and foundations. The idea that having feelings is good, it's okay, but being led by our feelings actually means we've tied ourselves and anchored ourselves to something that is movable, whereas a foundation in Christ is something that is immovable and that is something that if we press into God, if we press into God, then actually He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So He is immovable. He is unshakable. So if we have Him as our foundation, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if we're in a lockdown. It doesn't matter if we're, we've just got straight A's in our A levels and we can go to the university we want to. Our foundations are still based in Christ. And so that's kind of what we're setting up for tonight. And then tonight is about buying, isn't it?
Buy in.
Sorry.
On that, so we're talking tonight, when we were chatting about preparing this, we were thinking, like, have you ever felt a bit like an outsider? I know that we certainly have, but you know, maybe when you start something new, like maybe when you start at school, brand new to school, or you join a club, or when you join youth after you've been in Audacious Kids for a really long time, have you felt a bit like an outsider? Or maybe there's friendship groups that you feel like, you know, maybe you feel a bit like an outsider there. Or at the moment, maybe it's harder to keep up with those connections because we are mostly online in different ways. Like when we joined church
5 years ago, wasn't it?
We moved to Manchester from London 5 years ago.
Sorry.
And when we moved to this city, we knew it was the right place to be because we felt really strongly, we knew that God had called us to be here. But we didn't really know anyone. We knew a few people, but we didn't have any friends.
Still don't care.
It's a rough time. But do you know what? We really trusted God, and I remember we actually prayed, God, we're gonna go for this house, but God, would you provide us with friends? And we pressed in, didn't we? Like we had a lot of time, and so we invited people around. We made intentional decisions that we were just gonna every week invite another few people over for dinner and just get to know people. And maybe some of those friendships didn't go beyond that meal, but we were really intentional and sewed into those relationships so that we felt invested, we felt like part of the family here, we knew more people, and also we got involved in church, we served on teams.
We did.
And in all sorts of random teams.
And now it's 5 years. Now it's 5 years later.
5 years later.
Feels completely like home, right?
It's home for us, but more importantly for us as well. Like our kids find that it's home for them.
Yeah.
And we want you to feel like that here as well.
Yeah, and I think to feel part of something, you need to be part of it.
Yeah.
You know, I know it sounds like quite a simple thing, but if you, I remember like when we first came to church, like I just wanted to get serving already because I wanted to kind of give back and be part of what was going on and not just attend it. And I just want to give a quick shout out actually because there's a guy who is in the chat right now. I've seen him chatting a couple of times. He is amazing. When we had before lockdown in youth, this guy was always there. But he was kind of like quite quiet, and he was like well known for wearing a backpack.
Oh, I love the backpack.
That was his main part. His main thing was backpacks, mostly a Spider-Man backpack.
Joyce will tell us off encouraging the backpack.
No, you do you. You be the backpack.
I love the red backpack.
But the point is during lockdown, I feel like Jeff. By the way, we're talking about you.
Jeff the Fresh.
Yeah, but Jeff, he has. Like, I don't know, just engaged more and more and more over lockdown to the point now where he's actually, without even kind of like not that it's a bad thing, checking, but like he's just gone, I'm going to start a Rocket League competition on the internet on I think it's the 13th of February. If you want to be involved on a Saturday, he's doing a Rocket League thing. And also, I don't think about Audacious Youth now without thinking about Jeff. Like, where is it Audacious Youth if we don't have Jeff there?
I don't even know what Rocket League is, but I'm excited.
Great.
I'm
Great.
excited.
But
I love that you've done that, Jeff. Like,
yeah, but what I'm saying is the fact that he has pushed in, he's bought in to what it is, and now he's an integral part of who and what we are and what we carry as a youth ministry.
yeah, you could be sitting there feeling like, oh, I don't feel like people bother with me, and do you know what? Those are real feelings, and we're not discrediting that. But we really want you to know that we want to be here for you. We are here for you, but sometimes you need to maybe take an extra step and be a part of what's going on, like come into the community. So in church and youth, there are 3 areas that we feel that you need to buy into in order to feel really at home. So sometimes we call this the circles of belonging, don't we?
Sometimes we do.
Sometimes.
If we're feeling risky.
If you've heard about it at church, this is what we talk about, the 3 circles of belonging. So the idea is that these are 3 areas that if you're involved in each area to some degree, you'll feel more like this is home, you feel more like connected with the community, and just generally your well-being feels like more uplifted.
Because we talk about in youth the fact we want you to feel seen, known and loved, and the reality is to feel seen, known and loved, we have to see you sometimes so we can get to know you, and then we can help and love you, you know? If we see you once and you never return, it's really hard to see you or know you or love you. That's really tough.
But we will try.
But we will try. There'll still be a phone call, don't you worry. But, you know. So anyway, the 3 areas, Caris, are, and we're going to back these up with a Bible verse because I think that's important to have scripture. The first one is that you feel more at home in church and in youth if you have a personal relationship with God. James 4 verse 8 says, come near to God and he will come near to you.
I love that verse. I think that's really important that, you know, the girls last week were talking about grace and how we've got grace, that God accepts us and loves us no matter what, but actually we need to pursue that relationship with God. We need to draw near to him and he will draw near to us. Number 2 is that being part of a group of people is life group. So you guys hopefully are all in life groups. If you're not, you need to, you know, let us know in the chat and we'll get you involved. But being part of the community where you can share your life, share your journey, share your ups and share your downs, because guarantee you someone else will have gone through what you're going through. Proverbs 27 verse 17 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. And that means that, you know, when I share my stuff with Andy, he definitely sharpens me and makes me a better person, and vice versa. And so in our life group, we share maybe our journey and we build each other's faith, or we support each other through whatever it is that we're going through.
Yeah, and I think it's important to know that your life group leaders are literally there for you to help you through stuff, to have, you know, to celebrate the wins as well as also, you know, help you through the
we want to
times.
celebrate your wins with you.
And the last one is serving in some way, serving in church. You get to know people when you're serving, you get to know more people, you get to be around more people, you get to do something with someone. Like, it's all good, it's all well and good, like kind of saying hi to someone every Sunday, but if you're actually doing something with them and getting stuck in, it's just way better. And in Matthew 20, verse 28, it says, the Son of Man, that's Jesus, came not to be served, but to serve and give his life as a ransom for many. So if Jesus came here to serve and not be served, I think that's probably a good blueprint for us in our lives to come and to serve and not be to be a participator, not a spectator, I think is the thing. Because actually when you're playing the game, you're more invested than when you're watching the game, even though you can be quite invested watching. When you're playing, you're way more invested. And here's the thing, is if you are in some way doing those 3 things, you've got a relationship with God and you're trying with that, you're coming to life group and you're serving in church, the likelihood is that youth and church will feel more like home really quickly, and may already do for some people. And I guess like us when we moved to Manchester, we kind of got stuck in with those 3 things and we felt like home and we feel like home. But just want to encourage you that for you to be an influence in where we're going as youth, for you to be influential in how we move forward and what we do going forwards, you need to be part of what we're doing. Because I don't know, if Caris tells me that you know, I've done something bad or wrong, I go, oh, I'm going to take notice of that. If someone in the street tells me I've done something wrong, I'm a bit like, stuff. I don't
I was
really know who
thinking
you are,
about
what are you
like
talking about?
that classic thing where if you say to me, "Are you all right?" and I'm like, "I'm fine." I'm not welcoming you into my feelings, and you know I'm not fine, but I'm shutting myself off, and so there's a part of me that even if I'm good, bad, or whatever, if I'm shutting myself away, it's harder for you to help or to engage in what I'm going through.
I think it's actually easier when you're feeling like you're a bit isolated, and if you're feeling a bit low or frustrated or down, it's actually easier to feel like isolation is good, but we're actually made to be part of community. We are literally, you're made to be part of community with God, you're literally made to be part of community in life groups with people, and you're made to be part of community in terms of like serving to something that is bigger than just you. So, those 3 things to be foundational to buy in and be more bought into. I just want to encourage someone out there that you're saying, you know, I'm not sure if youth is right for me. I'm not sure if church is right for me. I'm not sure if this whole Christian faith is right for me. I want to just challenge you for a second and say, my suggestion would be is that one of those 3 things, at least one of those 3 things, you're probably not pressing into or has become a bit stale or stagnant. So I just want to encourage you to instead of isolating yourself, push into community again. And to help that, we've got 3 questions.
Yeah, we have. I was just going to say on that,
yeah. Good.
that you know, we're running this session on anxiety and stress. That one of the tools of helping your well-being is to do the opposite of what you feel like wanting to do.
Yeah.
So if you want to feel like closing, or actually to help yourself, you have to do the opposite. So press in. But we've got our 3 questions. So
Yes.
question number 1. That's question numero uno, or which of the 3 areas that we've discussed do you think you're most involved with? So we've got personal relationship with God, being part of a life group, and serving. Are you one of those? Or do you resonate with 2 of those? Or maybe you're all 3?
Jeff's just texted me saying we're inspiring, bless his little face. Number 2 is, which do you find the most tough to buy into? Which of those 3 things actually makes you go, oh, I can't be bothered, or oh, I've tried that, it didn't work. So yeah, just be a bit honest, a bit raw.
Do you know, that's a great, I know we wrote them, but I think that's such a great question.
Thanks. And isn't it great that the team
You
behind
are
the scenes
getting
are so great as well, aren't they, Charlie? Wrote
But
that
do you know
about
what?
himself earlier. Love
Honestly,
that.
I was just thinking, sometimes serving can be really hard. And then I was like, oh yeah, but sometimes going to life group can be really tough because you feel like, oh, it's taking some time. Or sometimes a personal relationship with God feels like really hard because it's graft. Sometimes you've got to make that effort. Anyway, so
Literally, you've been
question.
revelation from yourself. Wow.
Yeah, totally. I'm with you guys.
Shalom.
Question number 3. If you could serve on a team in church, which team would it be and why?
Yeah, the reason to put that question in there is because we can get you involved. If you don't know how to serve or what to do, or that you don't feel like you've got a skill set somewhere, guess what? We can train you. We can get some training for you, and it'd be epic to see some young people on the stage doing some worship stuff. It'd be great to see them behind the cameras. Yeah, all that stuff. Anyway.
So we're going to go to our Zoom live groups, but before you leave this, we'd love for you to like the
Let's see how many likes
video,
in this chat right
like
now.
the video, and subscribe to the channel.
Have only 5 people liked the video so far?
28.
The best thing about this, if you like and subscribe, it helps other people to connect with our youth. So
does,
we
it
want to
does.
welcome everybody. So like
30.
and subscribe.
Keep going.
So that you are helping other people connect. So keep
going.
liking. If
Keep
you
liking
haven't
it.
clicked like,
I wanna see 40.
like and subscribe.
Karis will get an
If you
Audacious
don't
Youth
know-
tattoo if you get to 40. She won't, that's a lie. I'm just made that up.
If you don't know whose life group you're in, make sure you click a link. That
Also,
will come up.
Karis, if you haven't already, either sign up yourself for church on Sunday or watch online at 11 o'clock, or pester a parent or guardian who might come to church to get them all to sign up, because it's great to have you in the building. I get to see your face in person.
Yes.
Only half of it though, usually, just this. I'm getting really good at identifying people by just the eyes. It's like a weird quiz every week. Like, who is this person?
Do you know what's? It's really hard talking with a mask on, isn't it? But you know, we're well practiced.
It's good. Anyway, guys, have a great time in your life
Have a great
groups.
life group. We love you.
You are fantastic.
You are seen, known, and loved
Do
by
that again.
us.
Do that again.
And also by God. Have a great life group. Bye.